bringing you some. Fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Pass to DiVincenzo. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And on the floor tonight, a collection of some of the league's brightest young players.
And make no mistake about it, these guys are a work in progress, but the talent is undeniable. Can't wait to see who becomes the alpha dog in this group. And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Here's Edwards, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. Going into the first game of the season, he said we have to attack them inside and in transition. See how that works out. If they don't adjust, we're going to keep pressing it. Well, Kevin, that seems like a good idea considering his explosive team that he has. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Edwards with it. Now Bol defending. Here's Towns. Gobert trying to get open. Towns with the bucket.
Towns has a rare combination of size and skills, and you know, when he gets the rock in the painted area, good luck trying to stop him. He's dangerous down there.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Here's Suggs. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Bamba. 5 to shoot. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Towns with the defensive effort. Isaac with the steal. Fultz looking around. Suggs in the corner. That three off the mark.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall. When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now, here's Bull. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
Well, he just didn't make a catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 14-3 run. Here's Edwards, and he slams it down right on top of Jonathan Isaac.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Down low, it's stolen by Gobert. Edwards drives in. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Back to Towns.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
Here's Bull. Misses in close. Minnesota leading by 13. Left side, Towns. Out to Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. Pass to Gobert. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Using all of his height to smother the shot completely. Emphatic block that time by Karl Anthony Towns.
Now here's Towns. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Minnesota?
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
To the middle. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And the Magic have been one of the league's worst offenses in recent years. In fact, it's been over a decade since they've been average in that regard. Drafting a ready-made weapon in Paolo Banchero, they hope can help them take a step in the right direction.
Now here's Rivers. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
You gotta step in front of Fultz, guys. I mean, he's solid when he comes rolling to the rim to hammer it down on these drives.
Here's Rivers. Over to the wing. Pass to Noel. Banchero grabs the board.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz. They're excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
And it's Noel missing.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Here's Fultz. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, one of the best sights from the NBA in my mind in 2022 was seeing Markelle Fultz on the court again. It was a long road back from his torn ACL, not to mention the issues he had with the frozen shoulder early in his career.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And, you know, when Fultz is healthy now, he's a valuable part of this rotation. We've seen him make big strides lately.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Carter. Reed with the block. And here is Prince. Another shot. Reed misses. With 4 seconds on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really good aggressive take from Suggs, giving the defense no choice but to foul him there.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. He doesn't get the second one.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
And so it's Minnesota with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room ahead. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Now here's Prince. Jalen Suggs unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Rivers. Makes it off the glass. Rivers has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Minnesota.
And they've repeatedly plugged inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Carter. Poked away. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking things, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
Good place to start. Makes a lot of sense. David, thanks. Driving inside. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's Carter. And it's Noel with the rebound.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Now, here's Suggs. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup.
Suggs just doing an outstanding job outworking the defense to get the rebound and score.
Pass to Noel. Back to Rivers. This one for three. Prince got the loose ball, and that will be a backcourt violation. Well, Clark, here's an interesting stat trend of the 2022 season. More shots are taken from three-point range, but fewer makes on average per shot.
Yeah, the volume has gone up, but the makes have not. You know, more teams are launching triples, and more defenses, quite honestly, Kevin, are focused on challenging those shots. Not surprising to see the numbers trending in the direction you mentioned.
Pass to Hampton. To the paint. Here's Banchero. Nails the baby hook.
Oh, love that. Banchero moves so well with and without the ball.
He's with it. Here's Rivers. Here's Noel. Back to Rivers. He's looking for Noel and finds him. Banchero brings the double team. Another miss by Minnesota.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Kicks it out to Prince. And slam dunk by Noel.
Boy, what persistence from Noel, a guy who does not quit on the glass. I mean, his tenacity is a huge reason as to why this team loves him.
Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Suggs. Suggs has got 5 now.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability. And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
Suggs with the steal. Orlando moving the ball around. Pass to Banchero. And the rejection by Noel.
And you can just see Noel's eyes light up when the shooter attempts these shots. He's so forceful and determined in his denial.
The shot's good from Hayes.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Pass to Suggs. Now here is Carter. He's covered by Noel. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And he converts the layup. And now it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Ross for 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
God damn, you are inspired.
They say it was last touched by Towns. 51 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Bamba. Good on the bucket. Bamba's got 9.
Boy, good strength that time from Bamba. He's accustomed to getting bodied on the way up and still finding a way to finish.
Back to Edwards. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Boy, it's really good to see your big man imposing his will physically. Right there, Towns with a statement finish.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Over to the left wing. And Towns throws it down.
You know, this is what makes Towns an all-star kind of talent. I mean, his ability to get it going and pile up points in a hurry.
To the inside. And the dunk by Bamba.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And so we wrap up the first half. Timberwolves ahead up 11. And we'll be back with you right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. The Magic trail by 11. Isaac outside. And they recover it. No good with the triple.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Gobert with it. Now guarded by Fultz. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his second bucket of the night.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Yep, that one goes. Towns has got 14 points for the game.
Boy, good effort that time from Towns on the offensive board, ensuring that his team is able to end that possession with points.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And Towns throws it down.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Pass to Fultz. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Ross with it. Now defended by Gobert. Bamba wide open, and he fires. Off target from three-point range.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one. After a relatively slow start to his career, Mo Bamba has seen increased playing time, finally getting the opportunity to show why he was drafted 6th overall in 2018.
And it's sent back by Isaac.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
Towns comes with a double team. Isaac up top. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Count that bucket.
And for Bamba, his shot blocking and ability to space the floor really stood out.
And, Greg, that's a very valuable and unique combination. I mean, this guy has a 7'10" wingspan, covers a lot of ground defensively, moves his feet well, has a nice stroke. And at his height, he's able to get a lot of clean looks from beyond the arc.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Now here's Fultz. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fultz has got 6.
Well, I like watching Fultz use his ball handling skills. Excellent purpose with the dribble. Knows how to shake free to get a shot.
Outside, Towns. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him. And Orlando will come the other way. Pass to Bull. Isaac outside. Now Ross. He's defended by Bay. Back to Isaac. Inside. Towns with the steal. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Edwards. Bamba with the block.
Textbook up fake there. Towns does a great job imitating his usual shot motion. Earns himself a trip to the line.
Minnesota shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Pass to Suggs. And the Magic can hold on to the ball.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Minnesota leading by 15. And R.J. Hampton is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Pass to Banchero. Now here's Hampton.
Wow.
With the rebound. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
Bamba with the block. And stolen by Noel. Pass to Hayes.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jonathan Isaac. Minnesota shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
Hayes hits them both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Last break, Minnesota.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Prince with it. Isaac picks him up. 1:27 left in the third. Rivers gets a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They trail by 18. And for Orlando, it's been a tough decade. We would agree on that. And Greg, they've only won 2 playoff games since 2012.
Well, they've only made the playoffs twice in that span as well. So they've got a lot of draft picks lined up in the next few years, and they need to make good on those hot picks.
The Magic trail by 15. On the wing, Isaac. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Now here's Rivers. Prince wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team. You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
From deep, Prince. The Magic trailed by 16. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Banchero. Trying to get open as Carter. And it's Banchero missing. Pass to Hayes. And here's Reed. 4 seconds left. And the layup is up and in. Reed's got 4 points now in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
And, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And we'll be right back after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Hayes. And there's the drive. And it's in there. Hayes has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Timberwolves. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota leading by 20. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. With options like the G League Ignite team, fewer players, Clark, feel they have to go to college. Would you have been tempted by those options?
I don't think I would have been personally, Kevin, but I do like the fact that there are other pathways to the NBA. College is not for everybody. I think it's one of the surest ways to develop as a person and your game, but it's not for everybody. So I like the fact that there are other pathways to get to the NBA.
Prince misses.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Wagner's teammates encourage him to attack the rim. They love to see him be aggressive. Given these results, you can understand why that's the case.
Now here's Hayes. Noel trying to break loose. Hayes, no good. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Now Hampton. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Deflects the pass. Has to Gobert. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Out left to the wing. Here's Hampton. And it's off from three-point range.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Free throw good, Edwards. Well, as we know, it's here to stay, but people continue to voice their opinion on the play-in tournament format. Where do you fall?
I like it, Kevin. I really do. It's creative, it's innovative, it adds a level of excitement, that do-or-die feel that you sometimes don't get in Game 7 in the NBA playoffs. I really think it's a good add-on.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Edwards drives in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot two free throws. And you look at Anthony Edwards, and GA, he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke, but what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE. They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Over in the corner, Isaac. Will it go? A rebound by the Timberwolves.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
And here's Edwards after Markelle Fultz made that last three-pointer. Pass to DiVincenzo. 4 on the clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Tenacious offense from DiVincenzo, sticking with his selection to draw that foul.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Bol, that's good.
And you can't forget about Bol's range. After all, big men like him are expected to take the three in today's game.
Now here's Edwards. Gobert the screen. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. Bay with it. From the arc. Okeke grabs the miss. And the NBA last season announced the creation of 6 new trophies for the division winners and named them after 6 pioneering players.
Kevin, anytime you can connect the past, the legacy of the league, to the present in meaningful ways, I think that's a winning situation. I mean, greats like Wayne Embry, Sam Jones, Willis Reed, who paved the way for generations of black players. I mean, I think it's a great move to recognize them and continue to realize the importance they played in helping to build the foundation on which the league stands now.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Okeke. Fultz with the ball. He's guarded by Rivers. Now here's Fultz. And he makes good on the layup. Fultz has got 6 in the quarter.
He's got great confidence. Markelle Fultz is a terrific scorer. Fills it up in no time.
Here's Bol. The shot, no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Rivers with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Here's Prince with the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for the Timberwolves.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
And they get it back. Rivers